They need to get a 2-0 win here. It needs to be convincing to show the world, hey, this is where we are.
Let's see if they can keep up to that
fast
challenge.
opening.
Yeah, super aggressive right off the rip here. Kiko already going to find Tomasi, and Liquid happy to pressure on this one. It might force KC's hand. I'm curious if they're going to continue along this, if they're going to double down on this. Already Magnum trying to peel away, and Liquid are hunting.
They tank their own nade to do this as well. They get through that, but the spike's going to get planted 4 versus 5 here for the post-plant situation. This positioning down by Magnum. This is going to be key and crucial to secure this round.
Does he get the timing right, though? Again, the rest are being held off by CT. Time is being purchased, but it's all on Magnum's timing here. The rest of the team not quite feeling the pressure yet. Look at his timing on this.
The fight spawn's going to happen as well at the same time.
This is perfect. He's played it well. He's been disciplined. Martin's got to. Magnum knows there's got to be a second. He saw the sky earlier. He knows where Yampi is. Yampi just has to fight forward. He's the last one alive. A 1v3. Oh, he couldn't quite snap back to it. KC with the first.
Beautiful conversion there by Carmine Core. Understanding exactly what was going on, how they took elbow control as soon as they realized, hey, Team Liquid has control of hookah. Okay, we get sight, we take elbow, and we just disrupt that retake. When I look at the maps that are picked here, Bind and Sunset, it feels like Carmine Core has just a better map pool overall, and that is going to be something that Liquid's going to struggle with, because Liquid, you know, their best maps are Lotus, Icebox, but those are really good maps for Carmine Core as well. So what do? They pivot, they pick Sunset, but Carmine Core, visually, it doesn't matter how good your ideas are.
Perfect. Little food for thought there as we get back underway. Thank you for bearing with us during that. So we wait and see. First round was Carmine Core's. It was a very interesting round, and Liquid went very aggressive. It looks like we might be seeing more of that. Magnum could be on the chopping block. Man's got a whole lot of players coming his way. That's a whole lot of pistols you just heard fire. Oh my God, Shin's gone down. They're just brawling. They've cut off Magnum. What do they want to do with this now? They've got the spike down here. This forces Tomasi to invest on his utility. This is all just a bit of a weird stalemate. He wants the spike. He's got it. A little bit of spray. He backs off. Okay, so they've divided the map in the most curious of ways.
Yeah, it seems like Liquid didn't even know where Casey was heading because that spike ran straight at them.
Oh my gosh, and it's going to carry on here. There's no rest for the wicked. Oh my God, Mystics found Magnum. There's still danger here. Yampi, anything to be done? Oh, no! Get out of here, Yampi! Of course it's him! Of course! Nobody else! How's he gotten away with that? Daylight robbery! They can't look at the faces on him.
No,
look at the face. You can't be happy with that.
That was super greedy from KC. Everything there. I mean, Magnum getting away narrowly. He's playing his life. But what happens right after that? Shin runs at Liquid with that spike. And everyone, they're just chasing eco kills. And what happens? They get punished for it. Liquid just swinging this around.
Oh my God. That's unreal stuff. Well, that's a mood swing, isn't it? Liquid are going to be grinning without even Bacon looked happy back there. So now we're going to be on to a bit of a weird round. KC, Martin taking a big chunk early on. He's one of the players with the rifles here. Narrate, similar situation, light armor, Vandal still there, but walking on eggshells. You're just like, what are these absolute nutters up to now? You know, are they walking down somewhere? Where are they up to? This feels like, I don't know, like a weight's been lifted off of Liquid. They're playing very reactive, very aggressive. And now it maybe simmers down a little bit here. Could be Kiko to get the attention. Again, the two danger men in this one, with the rifle now being shuffled out, will be Shin and Narrate.
Take flight.
Again, a little bit of a split. Nothing too audacious about it. 3-2 split here. Kiko's got to be careful. Okay. Well, that'll do.
He was
that'll do the job. And he's just drifting out. Trades there. Wait and see if there's any further threat to this, because the two rifles are still with Shin. One of them now. It's not clean from Liquid, but there's a bit of danger to this. 30 seconds, Shin and Magnum. Rifle filtered back into the hands there, so Magnum's going to pick it up.
3 seconds for the next smoke. He might smoke, fake the plant, and TP back, depending on what's happening.
Ignore that. Ignore it. We're ignoring that. And, well, Carmine Core are going to ignore the end of that round too. Just fizzled out in the end. Liquid keeping a firm grip on this one. Don't say it.
Not saying anything, just thinking
nothing.
it. Thinking
Yeah,
it.
and that's
Not
fine.
saying it.
That's look at you making improvements. I'm so proud of you. But again, a little bit of an attempt there, just kind of with the leftover money from the previous purchase, considering how wrong it went. They did a bit of damage. But I'm kind of looking at how this then leaves Liquid going forward with their financial situation, because it was a costly round. So
Right.
maybe a little bit of something lacking here and there, but I am seeing an outlaw for Enzo, and considering the light armor for Carmine Core, that could be deadly.
Rifles up for Carmine Core, so we might see a little bit of a quicker opening here as they split up and take that
They're
split
going
out
again.
control. But here we go.
But look at it, Liquid is just going aggressive, and they've put bodies behind that. That's not just one man, that was a 3-man hit squad.
But not overextend. They're not trying to bite off more than they can chew. They realize what the situation is. Hey, we didn't get what we wanted right there. Let's reset before it gets disastrous.
Okay, so they fall back a little towards site. Carmine Core aren't wasting too much util on re-clearing this. They put Martin to the case.
Time to jump.
They're still going for this 3-2 split here. 3 players, of course, from Liquid waiting. Yampi's
spotted.
now got good info on that. Narrate's going to pop the ult, though. All going to come down as well, coming in off towards site, waiting for the actual contact to be made. As Tomasi finds Yampi, but there's the second string of it. Mystic only good for 1 there and does fall. Kiko's still on the side. They've got to know he's here. Nice work so far until then. Kiko keeping control. It's on Shin. Oh, up above. He had no idea. He's got TP. Has he got the spike? Yes. A lot going for him here. How do you want to play it? 35 seconds. He's up against Nats, who is ice cold.
But he knows where Nats is because that molly positioning.
But
That's
what
too
does it
smart.
matter?
It's too
Nats,
smart.
this guy, he's so cold in those situations. That's what you want from a player like Nats. Keep cool. You know there was a chance that Shin could have TP'd there. Could have been loads of options, but no. Kept his composure. Very mellowed out here, but still. Again, I've got to say credit to man on the side, Kiko. Held this down very well.
That was looking like a really good execute from Carmine Core, actually, with that Nightfall moving in together and getting those opening kills. And Team Liquid, you know, they had 3 players on the site. They didn't have the greatest of openings, but Kiko getting those 2 were massive. That changed the tide. A little bit of an eco.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my, wait,
It
that
got
does
some
so
damage.
much damage.
Outlaw, high penetration.
Bloody hell. A little bit of an opportunity there. Not going to be able to close down on the kill with the Stinger. And yeah, Liquid handing this to him.
Strike down A.
Not falling for it. Confidence aplenty. I feel like Liquid have turned over a new leaf. I don't know what I'm seeing. This looks confident. This has got a plan in mind. They've come in looking better than ever. I'm genuinely quite stun-locked with what we're seeing here, Josh.
I wonder if Casey's a little shook from that second round and, you know,
You
still
would be.
reeling from that and not having that mental recovery yet. We've seen kind of how they shape up against other teams that are, you know, the higher skilled teams. They're slow to adapt. I wonder if they're slow to rebound mentally from bad mistakes. I know that they have characters, players that can pop off,
Yeah.
but I don't know if Nere in this 1 versus 4 is going to be able to do it. He would be one of the players on this team to be able to do it.
9 bullets. That's, you got a real min-max on this one. He's lost the angle. Forced away, spammed out. Bad to worse, really. He's trying to get someone for free here. Diffuse, gonna be, it's not stopping. Yampi sitting there smiling at him. Not gonna even move a muscle. Light work for Liquid. And cleared Narrate in the end. Okay, let's slow it down, because like we said there, I feel like we might even see a timeout going out for KC soon. And I'm surprised maybe after that pistol round, maybe a bit too early, but there could be something to be said about the fact these players aren't bounding back. They're looking a little shaken from this, looking a little frustrated. And Liquid look composed, they look confident, they're taking some high-risk opportunities, but they're backing away after that. They're playing really well, and I know it sounds weird to sound shocked by it, but we've seen them. I mean, a lot of the issues have been lacking in kind of synergy, timing's a little off here and there, not having that kind of singular plan in mind. There's been problems for them.
Bring them down.
Another fast opening for Carmine Core here. Getting that info, not Long B, not Hookah. They go straight into that site. It's only Yampi there.
They do have the Divided with Mystic. They've got the Viper's Pit with Nats as well. Full kit and Caboodle coming back in with all that utility. They have to get there still. Ult coming out from Martin.
Such a late rotation as well. They were thinking, do we want to go for the flank? It's too late to TP now.
This is awkward.
Oh, they're waiting for that wall so they could TP without being heard.
Nice concept. Did Magnum, I don't know if he was just ahead of that or not. I think he might have been aware of the chance, or at least considered it. Very heads up work for him, but it's a 3v4. First time it's been a real advantage for Carmine Core, and they've got to hold on to this. They They can't let this one slip. Shin doing damage, but it's Mystic answering back a 2v2 now. Narrate and Martine probably feeling a little panicked by this, but the perfect reveal, perfect information, and the post plant gets kept safe. Carmine Core stabilize a little bit there.
The double dart comp is so strong against that Astra wall because that utility can come through and it's just so hard to react to it. I think one of the things I want to point out, though, is that the fact that, yeah, Team Liquid has done an IGL change, so they're going to have a little bit different of an approach.
Yeah.
But also, we haven't really seen either team on this map. We haven't seen them on this map this split, and we barely saw them on this map last split as well. So I think part of it is Liquid gets to choose whatever they want to do, and Casey, they're going a little blind. They don't know what to expect, really.
Yeah, I guess you're absolutely right about that one. Like this adjustment, see if it's got some value. Ooh.
Prowler didn't spot him.
He's played in. No idea. He knows someone's close as well. Gonna have to get the hell out of danger, but he's in a little bit of a spot of bother. You can see the utility off the back of, I think that would be Yampy, yeah. The dog towards long, maybe making sure no one's gonna be TPing behind him, see if he can maybe keep Kiko safe, but Magnum's committed to this. Oh, the timing! The synergy between the two of them. Enzo trying to play in Kiko on the shot.
No.
He didn't get it, a miss. And that's gonna sting. Enzo tried his best to help him out there. Give him a favorable fight, but now, what did Casey do? Down to 4, couple of options available.
The regroup, they got that pick on A. They realize it's probably 2-2 split. Fade was spotted at Showers. You can expect the Viper to be playing there as well.
And nice timing on the Seekers. That's good. Yeah, you gotta know everything. Quickly make their way down from short.
The reaction from Liquid here to push through Hookah.
Oh, but Enzo's in for the timing on this.
30 seconds
Magnum,
left.
think about it. The way he's moving around doesn't feel like it. It absolutely doesn't feel like it. They did not believe that Enzo would still be around, and Nats is not a million miles away. Enzo will go. But this is not safe by any means, and Nats.
Oh, the gun.
Yeah, but he's got him anyway. Nice little spot there, Shin now. Oh, and the rest of the team comes over. Liquid, so synergized together, playing off each other so well. This seems like a team back on the same page.
They are looking way more gelled together, cohesive. They're moving together. They understand how to support each other. Even when Kiko gets that kill opening up at Long B, hits that TP, he waits for his teammate to come through. He waits for Enzo to come and do the Prowler. Then he does the Haunt. He peeks with the Haunt with the door opening. The only other thing I could think of is, did Mystic have any stars available? Where were all the stars placed where he wasn't able to place something to help assist getting out? Because Kiko had 2 satchels. Could have just satcheled away.
Yeah.
With the proper located smoke from Astra.
That would have been nice, wouldn't it? You know,
Would have been.
layers to it, but still, I think we've got to kind of call it what it is here. This is worrying for Carmine Core. Haven't seen them look this flustered in a minute. And you could argue that those first couple of the rounds, some of those moments probably sting. But bloody hell, did not expect this one today. Got a couple of rifles here. One with Shin, one with Martine. The rest, classics and bits and bobs, but they're going. And so far, it's working. Just throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at it, and they're doing it right back to him. Classics coming out on top. Oh, but Kiko, he catches one with the pain shell, the follow-up with the ult, and now into a 2v3. Shin, Magnum, and Martine still standing. Plant coming in. Now, rifles have been collected. Carmine Core back on a good position here with the weaponry. Yampy, no slouch with this gun, though. Don't forget it for a second. This man has done wonders before. What a time to do it again, but a hard situation to break back into.
Re-smoke.
Kiko creeping close up. First man couldn't get past him. I think Yampy might just try and drift away, keep that operator in play for the following rounds, but a gear shift then from Carmine Core.
Yeah, and we've seen them try to do these fast openings a few different times. Got caught out a couple of times by Liquid doing either an aggressive pick or Kiko getting that offline on Long B, for example. And when we see this happening, it's just so difficult for Casey to deal with because that round where they all hit the teleporter, it was a free B site. I feel like they played themselves in those moments. And I wonder if that is a part of that whole mental block thing that we discussed earlier. I wonder if it's a part of how they struggle to adapt in certain situations as well. But I think Team Liquid still has a pretty good handle of what's going on in this game. We've seen a couple of good executes from Carmine Core, especially at this B site.
Yes.
With those, the double darts, the Nightfall. This is the second time we've seen a Nightfall exec.
No, it's actually lovely to watch, isn't it? When you,
Yep.
because again, you're
My
seeing
ult's ready.
something you asked for some of the other teams to show us is, you know, maybe when some of the more on the
There.
fast and loose side of things aren't working, you fall back to a set piece. We're seeing that KC do
The
have
foundation,
some,
yeah.
they have some lovely set pieces to bring out here. So can Liquid be even more disruptive? I'm looking at Kiko.
He wanted it.
Yeah. Oh, Shin. Oh dear. Oh dear. A little bit of an exchange.
Cover going out.
That's not a bad exchange. Paranoia for a dog. That's no re-clear early in the round.
Yeah.
The Paranoia will assist with the execution, for example, taking hookah control, but confirmed info. They know that it's 2 at long, and we know that it's a third player in hookah. That might be a speed up on A right now.
Looking to see them collect that spike and lean back over that way, and it looks like that could be the case, but they're not going too quickly here. Waiting for Martin to pop the ult. There it is, he's going in. They've identified it well, but Nats is going to try and isolate any support from Showers, so that's going to keep away Magnum. The rest of the players coming up towards short here.
Position for
Mystic
Mystic.
just gets outdone in the end. Nats with a quick TP, only a 1-for-1 trade out, so the site should be Carmine cores. Blanc going to be coming in.
Spike planted.
Kiko's close, but I mean, it's tricky to find value here. Oh, okay. Maybe not too difficult for him. The rest of the team now coming on over. Retaking with that judge. Well, U-Haul's looking vulnerable. That's gonna be 2 players, noted.
Follow the Prowler. He's got the Judge as well to clear that out. Best weapon for this.
He's got a chance on it. Shouldered, Shin knows it, but the wide swing doesn't work out for Enzo. Kiko,
No.
I mean, it's heroics. It's a damn nice try, but it's not gonna work. Carmine Core back in the driving seat here, starting to get much more of the tempo down, getting better reads, kind of adjusting quickly off the back, some nice calls being made.
That was a good mid-round call by Carmine Core. They're realizing that that aggression from that long B player, like they're not using that dog without
enemy
the offer
remaining.
being there. There's just no way in hell. And then also showing that Judge in hookah,
Sweet
the
dreams.
instant speed up by Carmine Core, popping that your ultimate, getting in that site, getting that info. Mystic had an opportunity, kind of whiffed it a bit. I think on that retake as well, the Nightfall, you just got to go straight in there with that Judge. That player got back up to full HP before the Judge took contact inside of that lamps area.
Now we're gonna see Liquid suffering. Down to Sheriffs, down to very little. Oh my, not again, not again, not again.
The 5-out hookah.
Yeah, they're just getting flashbacks here. So does then KC try and just speed up towards A? They want nothing to do with it? Who knows?
Casey didn't know exactly how many players from Team Liquid were there. Was it all 5? Was it only 4 or 3? So they're not just rushing it down. They don't want to get double shortied or something like that on A. They do have a dart. But that's pretty much the only info util that they have. They could use the Harbor ultimate and kind of run in skill with that as its lightning is showing and displacing the Liquid players. But do you want to use that in a 3 versus 3 against an eco? Carmine Core.
Thing that worries me, Josh, is the timing of this. They're going again.
They know where the weapons are down, though, and they expect Team Liquid's going to come and try to retrieve those weapons
Well, they
to play out
thought
the
about
round.
it. They thought earlier that might be the case. Surely not now.
Mozzie, he's faking it.
He's
He's
gonna
going to
get
get caught.
Oh, he's just got his hands in the air like he doesn't care. Kiko's going to catch him.
Confirmed info.
And they've got to know. That's got to be a fake. And now they've got weapons too. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse.
Planning for spawn in that
Spike
hookah
planted.
position. They shouldn't expect it. Hey, he's planning for spawn. They're going to be double spawn. Why is he in hookah? Still.
3 up long, 1 on site and 1 in hookah. What do they have left to clear with this? Nats has a little bit of utility.
Don't dart. You dart, you give away your position. They know he's hookah now, I think.
You could maybe extrapolate that information, right? Now they've got to know maybe Martin's on site. This could be put together here. KC giving away the game a little bit, but still Liquid needs to stick the landing. They might just, oh, Magnum! Saving them! After that, almost fell to pieces. Yeah, you can see that's just relief. That's not even happiness. That's just, okay, I averted another tragedy from happening.
Squeaky bum time.
Yeah, just a little bit. Bloody hell, not twice in one game.
Right here, and this is where everything was like falling apart in front of their eyes. Like, oh no! But Nats seemingly out of ammo, maybe spamming through the orb. Too many bullets. It's always a good rule of thumb that you only spam like 2/3, because all of their set plays have been towards B. It's been ulties towards B, and it's looking like they're gearing up for that again here.
And on the other side, I'm looking for it. It's gonna be Yampy trying to hold him back. I think Mystic. So, hello. And away we go. Yeah, do they just evacuate site? I feel like you have to respect this. The executes have been really solid. They're very similar to what we saw before. Himself a pocket to play out of.
Here it comes.
There it is, yeah. So having to respect this early, I think Liquid already decided they were going to sit backside, but how much pressure do they get put under towards CT? Nats will eventually make it their long old lurk for him, but you can see Magnum getting curious. That felt a bit too far. Maybe a little unnecessary, but maybe trying to tee these guys up, set them into a play. I think they've gone a little too deep there. Try and disrupt as best they could. Narrate doing what he can, but he's been overwhelmed. And now look at the number advantage. Caught in the seas, Tomasi has to stand and fight, and he loses. He falls, and it's all on Shin. A 1v4, and the adaptation from Liquid was the perfect solution.
Good discipline from Liquid here as well, especially in that 4-on-1.
That's an isolated kill, but no chance on a follow-up. Good spacing. Liquid are on the case. Josh, again, it feels weird to be this enamored by what we're seeing from Liquid, but we've seen them having such a up and down season, a very, very hard time for them. They came into this with a full idea of what was going to be thrown against them, it felt like.
Yeah, I think right now you're just seeing how they're doing the fundamentals. They understand the game plan of who is at B. It's just two of us. We're spotting for info. Cool. Hey, man, they've used Dart, they've used Haunt, they've used Prowlers, they've used, you know, X, Y, Z. Zed. Sorry, I've been living in the US too long.
It's allowed.
And they instantly back up. They hold spawn, they hold elbow. They know, hey, the site's yours. Go on, take it. We'll do the 5v5 retake because we're not holding this just the two of us. And that's what you need to do in situations like this. Get that early info. Wait.
Okay, a little bit of a different look this time, though. Testing out this A side of the map. Going to be a couple of players here, though. Nats. Going to hear the TP. Going to relay all that information. But he hasn't heard everything. He's heard only a little bit here. And Mystic's on the other side. Oh,
no.
You don't get to fool
Dirty.
Nats. You do not get to fool Nats. Yeah, you can take him down the end, but he took down 3 of yours. Read him like a book. Didn't move a muscle. Had faith in Mystic holding down the other side. What do the other two do now? Shin and Narrate. One off from the ult for Narrate here, but still, you got mountains to climb. The ult could give him a good step towards the site, but I don't know what they're meant to do with it now. Just going to be going for a contact, it looks like. And Enzo's position. They're probably not even going to check on this, really.
One enemy remaining.
No, they're absolutely not.
Spike down
Shin,
A.
you got some more. Nah. Josh, I got to call it what it is. This has been a damn good half from Liquid.
This has been explosive from KC, but Liquid has just been doing such a... We just watch them all season long, and it's just like, disappointment, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, over rotations, the timing's off, the cohesion's off, people are overextending and not giving the team an opportunity to play out the rounds. But here, they're doing such a good job. Obviously, that round comes down to Nats being in a great position, hitting a really good spray transfer on short, being able to flick to that second opponent just so efficiently. As the last bullet that he needs to confirm the kill on the first player, he's already shifted targets. And that's I guess the skill ceiling of Team Liquid. You have the individual skill on these players. You just need to allow them the space to let that develop.
Right, into the second half here. Liquid now on the attack, which then means Carmine Court on the defending side. And a real exchange of space here. High priority towards showers from Carmine Court, allowing Liquid steps here, but look at Nats leading the flock.
It's a fake, and the spike's going up towards B as Team Liquid crunches through that spawn.
Oh, so much on the shoulders of Tomasi here. So much on this one-man shoulders. He's got to go so big here. Does really well. Finds both of them. That's massive. And now the other three feeling a little left out. You can already see how Carmine Core responding. Falling further away. Nats. Big shot towards Narrate, but Carmine Core have support here now. They've divided the map in a whole new way. How did Liquid try and recover this spike? Get back to business. Tomasi, he's actually in trouble here. He's got help, but oof, got a little dangerous Magnum. No sweat, and Nats on 6 HP. Don't see it working out, but this man can occasionally do weird stuff.
Maybe with a Phantom, but I just don't know with this if that's going to happen.
Left.
Not going to happen there. But let's kind of talk about what we're seeing, because that was... It felt like both teams had a good idea of what they wanted to do in that to an extent. But this call from Nats, be it pre-planned or not, Again, this is something that I like the idea of between Nats and Eng and the kind of understanding each other of what's a nice way to approach it, how to try and pressure that maybe the heavier shower stack coming out and saying, okay, screw it, we're going around spawn then. It's a nice little back and forth between these guys.
Yeah, usually pistol rounds like this are scripted out where you have that understanding of how the end goal is going to look. It looked like they knew and planned that spawn push and to connect through hookah with the B players, but with the teleport, okay.
We don't
know exactly how it's going to go out here. Is that spike going to get planted this early? Are they going to push through?
I don't know, if I'm honest, and I don't think Carmine Core knows either. They look a little bit nervous here. Oh, and rightly so! Liquid, they're doing it to him again! Oh, this could be another tragedy. Narrate desperately trying to keep it together. Look at the HP.
20 combined.
15-5. Kiko, Magnum. That shock dart could do so much. They got to know it. Kiko, oh my god. Wait, how's Kiko alive?
He dodged it. He got off the spike plant.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Standing ahead.
And the dart going
He's going to reposition.
Got destroyed Kiko now. He's got the Bulldog in 50 seconds. He's got a lot of time to play with here.
Does he expect Kiko to run to B so he's going to cut off that angle, or is he...
Magnum's not being quiet about this. The reposition. Maybe just keeping himself close to the TP just in case.
It was a quick reposition, but I think he's got to commit through or go to B. Like, you can't just sit here and wait. That timing is going to get lost.
But would Kiko even consider it? I don't know. This feels like a real...
30 seconds left.
I think the longer it goes on, Magnum's playing himself.
Kind of are, right? You're just going through the options.
Oh!
Oh, the timing. He's away.
He has to walk the whole way, though.
Dart's going to be back up as well. Kiko not going to plant safely. He has no idea. Neither does Magnum, though, to be fair. Magnum's keeping quiet. So he gets to reposition. Where does he choose? Where does he pick? He's caught it.
Oh, really makes you hold your breath there, huh?
Yeah, that got so close, but... Okay, Carmine Core won the round, but that was almost again, you know? Like, what the hell is going on here?
It's two ghosts. One of them's defending at the back of A site, and then you have a Guardian coming through spawn on that rotate. And you have Liquid B-hopping through with classics, just jumping around, spamming that right click, the burst fire. It's just so hard to focus the targets when you have single fire weapons like the Guardian. I mean, except for here for Narrate, that made it look easy,
it's
right?
Fine.
Last player
Bloody hell. This is so scary.
I have one thing to say. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No.
I don't know if I believe you. I don't know. And now we get into... And Marty's been spotted. He can't stick around it too long, can he?
Baits out some more utility. He can still teleport away, but it seems like that Molly's missed, and he just holds on to that spot. Come and clear me out. I'm chilling here. Force me out.
Stick around. Hold on to that. Nothing off the Prowler. Liquid just kind of playing out default here. There's nothing really being overtly worked. You're not seeing showers being toyed with or long yet. You've seen... really, the only thing they've seen is Nats showing a little bit over towards A short, but that's it.
I think they're trying to make Carmine Core sweat a little bit and waste a little bit of their utility. Maybe at a certain point they'll feel pressured enough that they peek right into Team Liquid's trap, and here comes the group.
Team's still here.
Showed their hand.
They've got to check this diligently. That wouldn't be something they can walk into lightly anymore. Oh, okay, well, tell a light, Yampi.
down A.
Went on in. Guess forced him back with his life. That's one way to do it, but into the side. Look at the amount of bodies here. Already rotations are on the way. They're going to have basically 5.
Showers.
A wrap coming through from Shin as well. Carmine Core looking in control here. 25 seconds and Liquid. This is getting dangerous.
Big, secure flank as well.
Liquid, they are boxed in here. Back to the wall, Valorant about to be happening. On the better purchase out of the two of them too.
Shin's gonna catch Enzo here, maybe?
Should do.
And that's a weapon.
He does. Mystic got a trade out, but so did Martin, so it still keeps going better for Carmine Core. The first tap on the spike, and they have to check on this eventually. Nats puts his life on the line for it. Kiko now in a 1v3, 8 bullets, no chance in hell. Carmine Core getting back into the swing of things, correcting a little bit. Beautifully handled.
Outside of a few greedy rounds from Carmine Core, and most notably round 2 of the first half, Loot running at the eco with that spike. We've seen a really good game. We see both teams. They want this. They're playing really solid. a lot of fundamentally sound decisions, maybe a couple of misplays by Karmine Corp in the first half, extending a little bit too much in that post plan, not really reading the situation about where they should take that next fight. But both teams really just taking it down to the wire and almost playing as perfect as they could be with the information that they have.
And it's been 3 now. Strung together for Karmine Corp. See, Nat's on the Outlaw. No light armor to be working against, but Sheriff's there with him.
Why is Shin getting the orb over Narrate? That is a question for me. That is a big question mark, but if there's a reason behind it.
Oh, he's got 10 HP now.
That Outlaw hurts.
Yeah, absolutely does. And they have spammed Util back down long. Narrate doesn't get revealed. This is going to be, it should be him on for it. Oh, banging shot from Enzo. Quick trade out, but Magnum now has to kind of relinquish.
Don't hit your teammate with this.
Oh god, this is getting dicey. Shin is 10 HP, so he does have to be very, very careful. Shin's gone down. And they're making mountains out of molehills here, Liquid. I don't know how they keep doing this. Just that Outlaw and a couple of Sheriffs, and suddenly they're a threat again. They have the site secured. Martin's a mile away. Oh, Tomasi caught Nats, okay. Kiko just want to buy a little bit of time here. Does he find a target? Oh, he doesn't! But he still gets the shot. Gun back out in time. Magnum goes down 2v2, but the HP.
Combined
Mystic
40.
low, Kiko low. And they're both on the site. Martin's slow progress might finally prove so valuable, but the timing is everything. Does he catch?
I think he flashes for his teammate to come and spawn. No.
Okay, no, Tomasi just drifted out. They still don't know about the additional person, right? They still don't know where he is. And Martin's gonna find out the hard way. Mystic waiting. And Liquid just looking dangerous in the most bizarre rounds.
I think KC is playing all these rounds as if Team Liquid has a full buy, but when Team Liquid is on these rounds with the Sheriffs, with the Classics, especially with the Classics, I think it's just, we need to see a little bit more discipline. I would expect this to come out of Team Liquid. I don't expect this as much to come out of Karmine Corp in these types of situations, and it's costing them. It's costing them big time.
Yeah, it's like how many anti-ecos and like those sort of rounds are they getting messy? And this is strange to see it back at 8-8, because I thought KC were back in the driving seat, which they were. Liquid just about tying this one up here.
Well, at least Shin has his Omen teleport now, so he can get over to that other site.
Hey, there'll be
double time.
You just wait. There'll be a plan in mind.
I can't wait to see it.
Yep. For now though, 3 players for KC posted towards A. We've got the 2 towards B. A totally different look pace-wise, slow tempo.
The way that they're split up right now, does Team Liquid do a fake and go A through the teleporter with that astral divide?
I don't know how Nats does here.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, Martin rewarded.
Plans changed.
Yeah, do they then just commit now towards where they were? They've seen at least 2 players. You could argue even a third, considering you knew where that utility came from the harbor. What does Liquid do with this? 45 seconds now. They're going to have to make their minds up. You can already see Magnum rotating. There's going to be the contact off the Prowler. Got the divide. Great. He's in no man's land. Kept safe by a smoke, but he's in a whole lot of trouble.
No.
Kiko's going to pry him out of it, and he's... Oh, you can see the temptation for more, but it's Mystic's taking the next layer of contact. Shin's still there. The trades are back and forth, but it's Martin in a 1v2. Outrageous attempt. Could do nothing with it. And Liquid in these very tense, very messy moments are keeping their cool somehow. That felt right down to the wire again.
And just considering the fact that KC had that man advantage, knew that Team Liquid was probably have to go towards B because they had no control over short A. It's just crazy to think that Team Liquid come out of that on top with 2 alive. It's right here. Narrate pulls out a haunt. He wants to get a scan, get a spam kill through the smoke, but he's just out. He's ahead of the pack, and he's caught with his pants down. Again, this is not the first time that we've seen KC caught out like this.
Where are you?
And Team Liquid capitalizing.
Looking at the ults coming in here. Enzo's got his. Divide in play as well. Truly dull the senses off the back of these. This could be brutal to work against, but they're facing off a team who's got Sheriffs and that 1 rifle on Martin. 3 ults for KC too, so they've got a couple of options here. But I don't know if you want to be bringing it out in these sort of rounds.
I don't think Team Liquid wants to use the divide here just because they know if KC's on a lower buy purchase, it's scary letting them close the gap. Here's that info, Magnum down to 5 HP. Enzo, no, he's hurt him bad too.
Find you.
Oh, the horn as well. While all this happens, they're making slow but steady progress up towards short. Still keeping track of him. Kiko trying to clear out towards U-Haul. There he is, catching Magnum on the back pedal away. Should be securing for the plant now. Kiko feeling confident.
He snuck here.
It's perfect. It's perfect timing. He's seen one. Does he actually does know? Yeah, perfect. Kiko, confidence builder. That's the showstopper now. Seeing Kiko really come alive in this series as well. Finding some real comfort in the formula that Liquid are running. Shin and Martin would love an opportunity here, but I don't think they're going to get much from Liquid in this round.
Kiko's been finding some good openings, both sides. Yampi wants that ult. He's getting close because everyone else on his team's got one. He's like, hey, I need mine too.
Yep. And I think all that he gets really is to give away the gun, but, you know, works a little bit closer towards his ult for the next round. But still, yeah, they nearly have the snowball round in hand here. They couldn't ask for a better outcome. Round win, yeah, one loss, but still, look at the absolute hand of cards they've been given now. Double digits, and KC are on the ropes a little bit.
I need to see two things happening here. One, KC calls a tactical timeout. They need to discuss what's going to happen here. Two, Team Liquid has been playing slow openings all half on their attack side, but they have 4 ultimates here, including Showstopper, including Nightfall. They have that Astral Divide. We've seen them try to set up a fake on a couple of occasions. One of those was the pistol round, for example.
Looking at Kiko's purchase, and it looks like the Showstopper might be coming out here. Hopefully there's a bit more to it, but
Thanks.
he's about to go flying in. There we are. No problem.
Is Tamazi going to hit that teleporter, or is he just placing his wall? Okay, he's just walling.
the wall.
Okay.
Okay, Kiko's out of there. That's the Showstopper gone, but the ult then off the back, they've just drifted in one by one. I don't know what the plan was here, but it's not gone well. Carmine Core will take this every day. They haven't been given a chance like this before. And you shouldn't be losing 2v4s, especially when the spike's down very much in your control.
Well, when you put it like that, they're going to lose this 2v4.
Never, never. So they still have a smoke to put in to secure that spike.
I got the spike.
That's back in hand. They've got the divide. Yampi's still got a flash. Little bit of kit to play with here. What do these want to do with it? You got 50 seconds, and you got options.
Yeah, just finding the right site, the more undefended site. I think KC through and through from the beginning of the round to now have been playing this out perfectly. I'll try to break that down after, but just keeping 3 on that A site. Tamazi just locking down, Martin locking down Hookah. If they go up long B, cool, we go in for the retake together. They can hit the teleporter, they can go through spawn heavy.
30 seconds left.
All that it comes down to is Martin cannot go down without a kill. He needs to either live and play his life, or he needs to guarantee a kill.
Let's see what he goes for. Looks like he's just going to be holding onto this for now. You can see the caution being shown, but down to 13 seconds. They
2 stars.
10 seconds
You're
left.
right, 2 stars back in for use here. Plants in.
Spike planted.
And they've got to be careful. Martin's position. Stick gave it a glance for a second, but completely unawares. This should be a freebie, really.
Perfectly
It is.
played.
Very nice. Yampi, he did something a little naughty with that classic earlier.
Now Martin goes first, finds out where Yampi is, and then the rest can trade.
Oh, they almost line up.
Oh! Like, you just see it in slow-mo, like, a train wreck.
Truly. Yeah, I can't look away. I want to see what happens, but I'm just rubbernecking the end of the round. That was... And again, like, in my head, I'm just getting, you know, I'm thinking like, oh, but what if Mystic maybe did get that kill? And then suddenly they all start lining up, and it all starts going a little bit topsy-turvy. It all gets a little bit worrying. But talk to me about the start, Josh, because I know you wanted to.
Yeah, so I think that was a really good call by whoever called it for KC. I'm assuming it was Eng. He was talking a lot. He basically told them to do a full stack on A. We even see Martin has his teleporter ready, positioned for A heaven. If things go not according to plan, he's ready to bail out either to save his life or to save his teammates. And KC just dumped everything. But Team Liquid, they haven't used an ulti yet. They could do the same plan if they want to.
Running it back.
And Casey's doing the same plan too.
Yeah, we're gonna see this keep going. This time the adjustment though, Tomasi gonna be forced away from the paint shell. Now we can see what the reward is. Kiko struggled before, and again, still being shut down. Shin's gonna find his man, but it's Yampi to trade out. Tomasi slips closer, slips ahead, punishes Yampi. They're losing out players here one by one. Mystic gonna find both though. Securing at least a step towards the site. Narrate's still here and Martin's still around. Both heavy hitters. He's got his ult as well, Narrate. Enzo gonna be held in place. I think Narrate knows that. Yeah, Smoke had to come in. Allow him to cross if he needs to.
Like shot. Actually, no, it wasn't.
You can, now here come the mind games, right? So similar to last round, but it was a 2v4 before, this one a 2v2.
They're going to do an astral wall just to get a little bit of a sliver on the site, get that plant on that corner. That's what those pings are coming out for. And it's all on Enzo, I guess, to protect Mystic on that spike plant. And then they just play out the 2 versus 2.
You are divided.
There it is.
Oh, he got spotted.
Saw them for just a second there.
Nightfall,
30 seconds left.
it gets the decay. You have to capitalize on that, though.
Maybe some good info, but still, I want to see what the game plan is. Try and keep hold of this plant. Not going to be easy to hold on to if they're both
They can't hear the defuse.
Yeah, they have no. But he didn't get halfway.
Wait, Martin, where you go?
Where has Martin gone? This Narrate's fighting on his own now. Needs some help. And now this is all going a bit topsy-turvy. Luckily, Narrate's damn good at the game and gets him the kill they needed.
Wow.
But that got really messy at the end.
That was sloppy. That was scrappy. I feel like it could have been a little bit more efficient with the usage of the abilities. I see the concept. You do the Nightfall, they're depth, you can get on the spike. They don't know, it's going to force them to do something. But the split, Martin was reading that. Maybe it's just one player that came out to do the plant, and then the Astra's going to lurk through the short wall or something. It has that gravity wall to stall the defuse. Something weird going on. And I think KC just needed to tighten that up. They end up winning it nonetheless. So they should be happy about that. 10-10. And you know, we're tied up again.
They've run down the ults as well. Kiko did, had to use his at the start there. Mystic as well. Enzo. They ran through so many. Down to just 2 left on the other side. They still have Shins, which they got quite early on, funny enough, and didn't find much value for. But that's checked on. Carmine Core is starting to get his number now. They're reading him real well. They've been getting these early advantages and starting to work them out. Liquid left wanting.
Well, the one good thing about Nats being the one that gets picked off early on these rounds is that he is the IGL. He gets to just sit back, click through all of his teammates, and make some better mid-round decisions here and call a better game without being distracted by what he needs to do in the round. That's a silver lining, you know, optimism.
The IGL copium. I hear it crystal clear from you. But it looks like Liquid don't have an answer to this kind of hold that Carmine Core have on A. It's been really well done.
I don't like the approach from Liquid because they're going right into a 3-man stack. They have the Seekers. They could confirm information very easily, but he's not in the right position for this. They're going to all go in the same spot. They're going to get taken down.
They're trying to work off the back, actually. Maybe they do get some steps in. Kiko's been able to work forward.
Is it enough, though? I don't think it is.
I don't think so. With Yampi falling, they can't really close down on the info that it got him. Enzo just drifting around. Does catch a man. Looks for a follow-up, and it's Kiko on the swing. What? So... I need a replay on that one. Tomasi now in a 1v3. Liquid somehow just dismantling the back line of players. And they've read it well. That's the info they needed. They can now speed up if they want to back away. Well, actually, time-wise, I don't think they can. So they need to get the plant down, but they know where Tomasi is. He almost got down Enzo.
Sheesh.
Easy, Tiger. Needs to play your life. The boom bot does take a second go. Kiko's got him. How?
Left, right, and center. I think it was.
Kinda, yeah.
I think Kiko came in through lamps, got the backstab on site. Enzo came up through the right side of triple, and I think the last player was also coming up between that truck and triple area, and they just converge at the same time. But yeah, I'm looking at the mini map there, and I see 4 defenders on that site.
Look at it.
This should be a super simple cleanup for KC here. They're still on the spike. They have that crossfire. And
Boys, we need to chill.
Stay in the moment.
And that's coming back in here. Well, it's always interesting to see him being a little bit more vocal, touching base. Oh, Magnum.
spam down to 7. He wants that all. He's one off, but is it worth it?
I got it. I don't know if he gets away.
Dude, why?
Run,
Why?
Run. What are you doing?
Stop. Stop.
Please.
You just picked up the orb to get your ultimate so you could use it on this round. Why are you spamming with 7 HP, your sheriff, through the smoke like you're not going to get spammed back? You're either getting the orb because you want to use it here, or maybe you're denying it from the enemy. But, you know, if you die, you get it next round anyways. So what are we doing? What's the purpose?
I hope he finds out soon. Because I'm a little bit worried.
Well,
a nice
there you
shot
go.
will
Okay.
help it. There we are, lovely. Dart back on as well.
Clearly knows more than me.
Absolutely.
Liquid losing that first pick again. I feel like this has been a trend for these guys in this half, but still in the 4v5s, they win, and they're against an eco right now. Just Sheriff's up, 5 HP for Magnum.
But those ults are looming. Magnum's got his, Martin's got his. If it starts feeling more and more winnable, they can.
Are they going to use
on
their
them.
Yoru ulti and combo this?
They could do.
Magnum's in position.
Big synergy off the back of it. Yeah, wait to see if maybe someone helps him out here. So far, so good. Martin does well. Forces them out of these comfortable positions. Spots the player pop in the eye.
Oh, wait.
Happy again! He is doing just unthinkable things! Magnum's still barely alive here. The 7 HP from earlier coming back to haunt him, but Enzo's got to be careful. Keep his head down here. Spotted, though, in the mist. Nat's going to catch an array, and Magnum, the last one alive. 7 gets brought down to 1. So hard to find a way through this. It'd almost be unthinkable, praying for a random headshot, a shot in the dark, and Nats is having none of it. They're up to 12. Big round there. It got so scary, though. Got very, very close at times. Couple of threatening moments, but they kept control in the end.
If there's a timeout available for KC, I think they need to use it here. They might have used...
I think they've used both.
Both, yeah, once in the first half and once now. I don't understand the idea behind that. They had that 5 versus 4. They popped 2 ultimates to try to secure that round. Here they go with the timeout. So,
okay, so it was Liquid's one earlier then.
yeah.
Liquid had a kind of mini check-in as well for them, but this is dangerous, Josh.
If Liquid at least makes this round close, they might unlock 3, maybe even 4 ultimates for the next round, depending on how the kills and deaths and or pickups go.
Okay, similar start though. We've seen this beginning before, but it's with those 3 men kind of locking down that A push. Now with the operator in play, does that change things? Oh my, wait, Magnum!
There's a trade though.
Okay, Shin's still there. Enzo is just popping off. He's just caught 2 players. Perfect work with the quick TP and the quick pivot. Liquid are on the run. They're out of there. That could be a plant, and I think it's going to be an uncontested one. I'm looking at Narrate. Still a lot of kit to be brought in. Normally good for his. You're looking at Shin to find some value. Martin, but Shin still split from the pack.
He knows about Enzo. Enzo was in showers. Enzo went all the way through caves. He's doing the safe play. Here comes that rotation from Shin.
That's in, but you can see where Mystic and Nats currently reside. They've completely evacuated the site. Smoke going to be invested.
That Nightfall's going to come in, though, soon for Enzo.
Someone's got to check on this, though. The defuse is going through here.
Half.
Someone needs to check on this now. The defuse!
No!
What a fumble! KC given another crack at this. Another opportunity. And Liquid just letting it slip through the fingertips there.
These last few rounds from both teams has been so sloppy. It's reminiscent of we watched another game, the Na'Vi game from. It's just so sloppy. Like it could go either way. You never know who's gonna win it all the way until the very last second. It's you just can't predict. And both teams need to lock it in right now. Liquid to close out on the map 1. KC's map pick.
Okay, so we have Narrate feeling like the big man himself gets put down. A 1-for-1 trade-out, so he takes down Mystic, though.
Smokes are gone. Just that Viper utility now for the attackers.
They still have to deal with this 3-play stack here. A feign on the TP off the back of the Omen TP. That's a whole lot of TPs, but it's Martin. Oh my god. Oh my good god. Yampi takes the space. Magnum's gone down and away to the side they go. Shin is out of danger for now. He's trying to hold safely, but this is getting fraught with danger for Carmine Core. Still with the paranoid. An individual. What are we up to?
Not even a flash peek first?
What are we up to? Still had his paranoia, still had his smoke, had so much to maybe depend on. Maybe try and synergize with a teammate, but now down to dude 2. It's Tomasi and Martin. They know about Martin now. And Enzo's waiting with the Odin. This time, surely they're not going to let it slip here, just spamming away. Martin's got one with the trade set. Someone is going to deal with it this time. They do, making up the mistakes. For a 13-11, we are seeing...
Team, and then if they're running a double duelist, it would be Narrate that kind of flexes onto that role. Martin, usually the duelist, he's on smokes.
Oh, this could all be a bit weird today, couldn't it? Well, let's see. I mean, I'm excited for Narrate on Neon just in itself is quite a fun prospect. The guy is mechanically wondrous to watch, but...
And I mean, look, he's got that line. He's going to have that line a lot this game. But we saw last map as well. He's trying to take those duels as Fade. Maybe this is going to work into his playstyle a little bit better.
Actually could. It could complement him well. Tomasi and Magnum will be the one to have to deal with the wave of Liquid flooding the site. Plants in. And Nats putting himself kind of on the other side of Pillar. This is it's a rotten Pillar to try and deal with as well. The wall going up there from Enzo. No real way through yet.
Needs to break another block, too.
Yep, can't make it in here. Kiko still playing on the side of the next wall as well. Narrate's going to take down Nats. That's the first step in. Enzo going to take his place and does some serious damage there. Martin and Narrate both going to fall to him, leaving Shin and Tomasi in a 2v3. Tricky when they're all playing together. How are you meant to get him away from this? Yampi's already going to take down Tomasi, and it's just Shin on 10 HP. This whole composition is a bit weird and wonderful, but it worked.
A lot of teams on defense are going to play B with those kill trips or info trips and play off the site. They play from Market, they play from Boba. You know, they're not really trying to contest too often. If they do contest, it's for a few spam kills. So what we're going to see here with that Sage Wall, we saw it on Pistol Round, it comes up straight into that Market spot, blocks that off, Wingman goes to plant, they have 5 guns out, they're blocking off one of the kill lanes.
Oh, get it, let's see. Enzo, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on the young guy as well, especially if he's off the IGL duties. People are going to start putting a question mark by his name. Can he deliver up to caliber? Let's see what he can do here. Yeah, Nats farming. That's now Magnum gone down, and that knife should have gotten them scrambling.
Tinfoil hat moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, God. You're smiling. It just scares me. Yeah, go on then. Pitch it to
So
me.
it's actually Doom Bros coaching Liquid now. And nobody knows.
Wait. I mean, there might be something to... Oh! Can we get a check on that, perhaps? Just see what is happening. Yeah, Doombros did tweet out like this picture of like, oh, I've gone out and touched some grass. He's like hiking, yeah, like the story. He's just told his brother to go take a hike, but yeah, clean stuff, 5 alive here. What is Shin meant to do? Good luck. Why do I like this comp from Liquid? I thought I'd hate it, but kind of seeing it in action already, I'm not against it.
I think the reason why it might work is it kind of breaks the meta, the mold of how teams are playing this map. They have Neons out there. The Sage walling off and slowing kind of disrupts that. The Sage walling off some of these locations that you can plant, you can stabilize, it disrupts the retakes a little bit. Using that wall on those B-side executions that are normally not played that strong allows you to get that plant and get into those safe post-plant positions. So seeing it coming out, it makes sense on paper.
Yeah,
it's all about the execution.
It is the first 2 rounds. Yeah,
Yes.
so it's early enough.
Don't get too excited.
No. Because it could all go awfully, and then it just looks a bit dreary, doesn't it? But there's something to be said about seeing Enzo playing well here, having a good start, confidence builder after a relatively quiet first map. Let's see how this looks in the bonus. Now, it's going to be quite a healthy bonus. Oh, God, Nats on the drive-by? Just Magnum's gone. Tomasi with a quick hit himself. Finds Enzo this time, but the wall's still in play. How much more can Tomasi do? This post-plant, very unorthodox. 2 still on the side, playing off that kind of wall as well. And Tomasi's just being melted. And Narrate trying to address the back line here.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't, but he does now. Still a bonus, keep in mind, and it's now a 3v3. Mystic trying to toy with him. But Narrate's not one to be messed with. Oh, but he's been swung on. Perfect timing. Kiko seeing him. It's the bonus as well. I've got to say, Liquid have been back cooking up some ideas here. This looks like a brand new team.
This is going to be really difficult to stop Liquid in their tracks right now. They're not only playing well in terms of strategy, they have some good tactics coming out in terms of the set plays. We saw it on the pistol round, on Bind, for example. We've seen it here on several rounds already. So it's not just that. It's not just the cohesion. It's not just the discipline. They're also catching momentum. Individually, they're warming up as well. This is a Team Liquid that we haven't got to see in a very long time. And KC, this is one of those series that they need to be able to win. It's so important for them to get their grounding again. And if they let this one slip by, there's a very big question mark surrounding where they're at and what the future of KC is.
No, I think that bigger picture talk we'll have at the half. We'll kind of tuck into it there, because then it does become that, okay, well, if Liquid are now on the way up, they're gone from that kind of mid-table, if not a little lower, considering how their performance was. Now they're trending upwards. Well, you've got to be up. Fine, it's you and not me. But it's enough. Let's put it this way. It's been enough of a wake-up call that even Eng agrees, and he pumped the brakes for round 3. That was enough. He's seen enough. He went, right, the game plan that we initially had coming in with, we need to instantly correct this. I want to get back into control here, because whatever he's seen, it wasn't what they expected, so they have to quickly come up with a new idea. Now, what I like seeing, though, is that Fish Ult is out for Kiko. That's already ready to go. On the other side, we've got Stingers and Sheriffs. Now, Liquid look plenty deadly with them on bind, so maybe we get to see KC show us a little something with it here. A lot of attention towards middle as well, so Yampy's got to be very cautious.
They're going to go for a market split? This might be really risky for KC's in perfect positions to disrupt this.
And it's Narrate who's getting played in bit by bit here. Do they still check on this? Do they still clear this with the diligence they need to? They do. Enzo, heads up. Brilliant. Liquid playing this well. There's still threats. There's still potential danger, but Enzo is cleaning house. Mystic, caught like a fly in the trap, has to just run away. He's done enough. He's Armovsky. There should be his, and it is Liquid 4 alive. Tick in the box, Enzo, ult's there. Kiko, ult's there. Clean work, Josh.
I wonder if that peek by Tamazi and Market made Team Liquid think, hey, something is weird, and we need to check these corners at the bottom of the middle. Why is this guy peeking out like this? So just freely. There's no way.
There's no problem.
There's got to be something sneaking around the corner, waiting to try to do a trap on us. So good awareness by Team Liquid there.
You know where I put it, bro? Right on the head.
Just the vibe merchant right now. Oh, nuts.
It's falling apart.
I'm worried for KC. Genuinely, when we talk about kind of younger teams that do really well for like a smaller amount of time, like a good start to a season, a good offline event, you talk about longevity and their ability to, if it does go down, which it eventually will, no one ever stays at the top forever, it's just how it goes. How well do they rebuild? How do they deal with the new challenges? How do they deal with when they're down in a series and they're not hitting as well as they used to, and they don't have the perfect solutions? We're going to have to put those questions towards KC a little bit here. This is going to become one of those where we see, do they have that grit in them, that determination that when things aren't going so right, they can still find some value. For now, it's been a pause out from Liquid, just taking some map control and just waiting.
What do they do with this info? They got the knife off, realize nobody's home. And they're split around the map. I think one of KC's biggest troubles in the last few series has been their mid-round adaptations, their kind of how they move around the map. But this map's been all about Team Liquid and that B site, and here comes another go at it.
But it's a little bit later this time. They've been held down to about 20 seconds. Oh my god, Enzo completely blind. Can they stop Wingman? Yes, they can. That's big, actually, to Massey. That's huge impact. That's going to stop the plan. They have to put bodies behind it now. 13 seconds. It gets far more dangerous. It's a quick adjustment. Next chunk of the wall going to be tested. Someone try and save him on this one. Another go at the plan here. 5 seconds now. Shen trying to get towards side. He can't do it, Enzo. Being the bodyguard they needed in the end, but it got a little dangerous, realizing, hey, we can shoot the wall and stop the plant, but still, 5-0. They got to stop the rot. That's as simple as it is. They need just a round on the board.
I think the disruption, Nats was full blind on that opening kill as well. The spam through the orb.
Of course he was. Completely unfair.
But the name of the game for Team Liquid has been NB, get that wall off, get that plant off, and I think KC needs to figure out a way to block it, but Team Liquid, their openings are so dynamic that they keep changing it up, and it's hard for KC to just full buy into stopping B. But here they are, they're trying to get right in the faces of Team Liquid this round. Suppressed.
And I quite like the idea of kind of, I don't want to say doubling down on aggression, but leaning into aggression, being disruptive as best they can, right? It sounds easy to say, but you got to try and pull it off. You're trying to get into Liquid's faces here. Don't let them execute on you every single time like this. And now I actually quite like what we're seeing. This is done really well. They've broken some of the approach here from Liquid. Nats has fallen. That's a weapon picked up. So now they need to kind of re-explore the map, kind of clear what they've got through here. But it's tricky. It's difficult. Enzo's got multiple targets around this corner. And the Paranoia, I think, may catch one, but not the second. Magnum Ah, okay, they've been cleared. The better weapon just kind of kicking into gear here. But I was hoping that we see a bit more of that, maybe in the gun rounds as well.
4-1, Narrate, just a stinger now. Great positioning to deal with this. Needs to get a good lineup here, though.
Good luck. That's the start you'd want. Narrate gets him the perfect lineup, gets the upgrade. You get back to work here. What are you up to, Narrate? I mean, that's a long old way to go, but you are on Neon.
Does he expect them to be in spawn going for that flank? But yeah,
It'd have to be an ace.
it's going to come down to the wire. I don't think it's possible. Kiko also has Thrash available. As soon as that spike gets tapped, it's all over for Narrate.
It's just the time. I think he's just felt it in that second there. It's just gone. If it, maybe a couple more seconds on either side, it could have worked out potentially, but... Oh, man.
No, okay. Imagine they peek back and he just taps them both out.
I saw it. And he's such a good player. And this is the heartbreaking thing for me watching KC is that when you got to see them at their upswing and that high potential, they're an unbelievable squad of players. I think everyone was harping on about Narrate, and rightly so. He was a fantastic new addition, a great new rookie coming in. Didn't get to see the full show of it here, but it could have been something. But they got to get on the board. I can't stress it enough here. A couple of ults, none that are massively influential. Maybe Shins.
The Yampies could be really big because you combo that, it turns off all the Cypher trips. Cypher is already positioning Tamazi. He's going to A, but his trips are B. They are reading this. That KO ulti might come in for the attackers. They go into that B play, but they'll have the trips that they can play off of. Suppress that. That's the defenders just prematurely popping that. They expected that hit to come in on that timing. And now Team Liquid just waits it out, and then
so much time.
They can go in right after.
Yeah, still well above a minute.
Drone sees nothing.
It didn't even catch. I think that was Nats just around the corner. No?
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Thrash ready if they want it. They're just waiting.
Maybe a market split though. That Yampi is.
Looks like a 3-2, right?
Fake out main to bait out to make them look away.
Yeah, but Narrate's still holding this. Hold on. It's on. Oh, and Martin, the timing for him to check. Perfect 1-2 combo. Carmine Core still in control. They got this round, surely. Kiko and Nats gonna have to try and somehow make their way through the absolute, I don't know, mess of a site. Look at the state of it. Spike's been denied on the first attempt with Wingman. Magnum has no
30
idea.
seconds left. One enemy
Now he does. Kiko's gone. Nats, you're good. You're not that good. That's 5 alive and Andalusia flawless, and something that KC desperately needed.
I wonder if that was a little bit of an overcooking by Team Liquid there. They had everything they needed.
Yep.
They even got, they dodged that drone reclear into B main. They got that KO ulti out early. Everything was going in their favor. Had they just kept it simple, use that KO ultimate of their own on the attack side, turn off all the abilities for the defenders, gone to that site, that normal plant as always.
Yeah.
They tried to get a little crazy. Do that little fake, and it didn't pay off. But they could still do it here, maybe?
Yeah, there's still time for them to figure it out, and they still obviously have Yampi's ult to bank on. And I actually like what we're seeing on the other side of the map. Already starting to see them taking a bit of a glance, taking a little bit of that pressure over towards B main, starting to explore that. You kind of had, I think it was Narrate kind of working with, Magnum. Already had a clear towards that. That should free up the rotation. You can see him instantly moving. Narrate can pick up the pace, and they can prop up, they can push Magnum a little bit deeper. He doesn't have to go too far at this point. He can kind of hold a lot of territory here. They've been able to cheat an additional body already towards that A site, maybe even two. So we're seeing Shin come over. The timing here, though, a little awkward for Martini. Would like to maybe get another smoke down. And they're on the site here. Yampi going to take down Tomasi, and Narrate's being caught. Down to 26 HP, but isolated from each other. It's not perfectly executed. Shin's still able to do some damage. He wants to back away, though. Doesn't want to outstay too long here. Now, Magnum was on that flank earlier on. And wait, is Shin...
That's a spike.
Shin's caught on this, though.
Yampi?
He's heard him. Oh, Yampi, you're a brave boy. But he had faith in the rest there. That could have been a little scary if he lost the spike, but it was fine in the end. Keeping one much further back. And an instant correction, right? We're back up to 7 now for Liquid. Back onto business. And I kind of like what Casey did there. If you're looking at the round, you know, from not necessarily to the end, but at the start, they got the information early on towards B main, took the control, pushed up Magnum, quick rotations, got to cheat the player over there,
One enemy
still couldn't
remaining.
handle the hit.
And that was like a perfect call from Team
Nice,
Liquid.
boys!
That was the round that
Come on,
KC tried
boys!
to get in front of that B main hit, and as soon as they do it, Team Liquid has called, let's do an early contact up A through our orb and go straight into the hit with the KO ultimate and completely caught KC off guard.
All right, I like aggression. I like seeing it with Narrate especially, but now they know what's on the other side here. And Nats fights forward. Martine this time saving Magnum there. And Martine with some very critical kills. They've got to be careful. Team Liquid just pausing. Just trying to get the tempo, trying to get a little bit of an idea of what the hell is going on around the map. The one way still going to be filtered in. Dangerous position now for Martine, but he's fine with it. He feels comfortable enough. That smoke, though, he has to somewhat respect fall a little bit further away.
You know, I've seen Nats go down first man and Liquid win. I don't even know how many, I can't even count that high. 4 versus 5 rounds that they've converted. It's not over until it's over. Nats just gets to sit here and tell them exactly what to do.
Yeah, the Puppet Master just pulling the strings. But does he read it right? The man has the perfect internal clock of this game sometimes. He just understands it. But now you're looking at, look at who's in that smoke. 3 players, they got to keep eyes on it. Flash and say hello. It's going to be traded for Liquid. Come out on top of that. Oh, and they bully down Tomasi. The floodgates are open towards B. Martine, he's not there quick enough to catch him in the heels. He'd have to give away the game if he goes through market. Where does he want to go with this? Plant's going to be in. Yampi and Enzo
Planted.
in the post plant now.
He broke that door, he gave away his position. And you can see Yampi instantly, he's cleared out B main flank. They know he has to go through market, and Enzo has the cross from Boba.
He can just play this, you know, quite safely. Doesn't have to take too many
Or-
risks here. Oh, the timing. I'm a little worried about this from Enzo. Feel like he's a little off a beat here almost, but there's been no threat to the spike just yet. But here's that smoke timing. Yeah, Enzo got it in the end. Just about came back around with the smoke out in hand. Just after being placed, 8-1. What's your solution to this then, in your mind, right? Like we've now seen quite a few sample rounds from Liquid with how they're approaching this. What would you be wanting to try? What would you be throwing into the mix?
So Liquid's doing a really good job of
They were not
sticking together and executing plans together. And this is not what we've seen from Liquid before.
Yeah.
If KC wants to do something, I think they need to get in front of what Team Liquid's doing. But they need to let Team Liquid do something. Right there, we saw them force the issue. They had that 5v4. They had the man advantage. They tried pushing through a smoke together. I think they need to let Liquid do the next play before they go for something crazy.
Okay. Now Nats back to Puppet Master position.
Right here, KC has that advantage again. They're on eco, 5 versus 4. Now let Liquid show their cards. Make them make the next play. That's what KC has been missing and Liquid's been capitalizing on. Nats, first down again. 4 versus 5 situation. We've seen Liquid in the situation. Like, we're getting up to double digits soon about how many times we've seen them, not only in this position with Nats down first, but about converting those rounds in those 4 versus 5s and somehow winning it.
So I want to see what they do. They've shown presence at close to A. They've smoked off middle, so they're kind of creating question marks around the map. They've created one over towards A lobby. Middle's not easy to be understood. Broken down the door. So a couple of different pieces here.
This
So
is scary at B main. This is
this is all in.
just barely slunk in, but if he doesn't get at least 2, this is not good enough. So
Look
risky.
at the rest of KC. 4 of them are shouldering that A side of the map.
30
They're
seconds.
pretty... Oh, okay, that's a trade, but that's eye open now.
Down, B.
And that plant
Look at the
res.
lurk as well. Oh, Narrate, great positioning. Yampi, I think, actually purposely got caught by the knife coming out from the other side. There's the res, though, so Kiko's back up. This should be the plant now. 13 seconds, it shouldn't be an issue, but I don't know how they hold this down. A tricky post plant here. But again, Shin does only have a Sheriff, Tomasi only a Frenzy, so it does become possible. Now the timing on the Paranoia, almost countering the underhand flash from Shin. They still need to get past that wall, navigate their way towards the site. A lot more to be done here. KC trying to close down on him. Make the map feel small. Kiko greets Narrate. Is he ready for the fall? Yes, he is! He leans into it! And now Tomasi can do nothing but sit back. Liquid keeping everything in a line, everything in hand.
Just every round, we're just seeing it. It's the same formula. Every round, Team Liquid, Nats goes down
30
early.
seconds.
He sits back, pulls all the strings. Liquid go into the site, and KC does one action that kind of unfolds everything for their team. Right here, it's Magnum. He gets into B main. One kill's not good enough. He needs to get multiple, but you have a team stacked on A site. If the enemy goes A, you win. Your job at B is just to live, not to go and try to be a hero.
You're right. Shout out to EVS for throwing in the Yampy getting tagged by the knife on purpose. Love you guys. And I mean, Liquid, it feels like they could do no wrong. Already gonna hear that thrash coming out. That's gonna be put in towards middle, and actually they got to scatter a little bit here. Khan instantly filter forward, but Nats has just snuck up middle, right up the guts. 2 bodies dropped. Oh, he's made it a third as well. Just ripping apart KC bit by bit. This man at the helm of this team could be doing truly incredible things. It terrifies me if he's still playing this well. Revitalizing this Liquid roster. Yampy, ooh, sharp from Magnum.
Revealing area.
The round looks done. Round looked done when Nats got up middle.
This is just, Team Liquid is one step ahead. They know exactly when KC is going to make adjustments, where those adjustments are going to happen, and then they perfectly exploit that change-up. Magnum trying to save onto this Vandal. There's going to be one more round to play with after this, and he needs that. If he dies here, no rifles. Oh, and the timing. Martin just moves his crosshair right as his teammate falls, and he's going to go down as well. 10-1 lead for Team Liquid on Sunset against KC. This sentence has never been said before.
No, it's wild. I hope we get, you know, in the post-plan, or if we get the chance to speak to Liquid. I want to know what they've been doing, genuinely. I know that sounds like such a vague question, but yeah, we saw it when Nats came into the IGL role, a little bit of a different look in the first couple of instances of it, but this looks totally different. I mean, we're seeing them activating their play as well. We're seeing the approach to the game looking good. You know,
maybe they had a spiritual experience
awakening.
Together. Yeah.
Yeah. Just, okay.
Just got around the bonfire, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's working. Whatever they've been doing, it looks like they can do no wrong. Nat's gonna take down Shin. And Tomasi's been finding occasional moments to actually do some damage, which again, he's trying his best, but there's been so many issues here. They can't.
That's one faulty as well.
They found him, okay. I didn't know if Narrate was gonna double check that, he did. So this is the first time we actually see them kind of pre-take the site back, try and deny the plant, but then Kiko. Remember, that man is a duelist as well. Oh, Martin and Magnum trying to make a go of it. And silver lining has been found. 2 rounds is all they're gonna get.
That second round off the scrappiest of scrappy, 5 versus 5 almost, retake, just flooding in both teams, just bleeding out, can't clot the wound. And it's KC to come out on top for, I guess, the second time in this game. And Team Liquid's been winning all those situations, all the scrappy fights all the way through, but we're going into the second half. I mean, to say that this pistol round is a must-win is an understatement. This is just disastrous, and they haven't found any footing in this game, and Team Liquid's had all the momentum, but not only momentum, they've had really good reads.
Yeah, they have. It's that kind of stars aligning moment where everything just goes on the same page. And this is going to become a fun math problem, basically, for all of those playing along at home of what does this mean, bigger picture, the permutations, that word gets thrown around a lot. Fortunately, I'm too stupid to work it out, so I depend on others to tell me. But the way this is trending, Liquid truly could just, you know, set the world on fire, literally. Burn it all down. Let's see what they do in this one. This has to start now for KC. Can't stress it enough. If they want to make a game of this, if they want to make a go of it, eye up even a third map, potentially. You can't drop this one. Simple as it is. It's all a bit of a ruse here. Bit of a fake.
The timing.
That's really nice.
Is this the opening KC needs? They're so split, though. They need to be able to get back here in time. If Liquid comes in for that retake through market, it could be...
And you're putting question marks, you haven't heard a plant here. You're already putting question marks. Surely.
Okay, they're clearing close. They're waiting for the rotation before they go for that spike plant. Maybe going for an opening pick, but... No, don't tell me.
Nats can just smell something's wrong. Where do they go now? This is so dangerous. There's so many little traps set around the corner. Magnum's going to see it, but he can't stop it. But they do get the players back towards B main at least, so they do have some support.
But the Sage wall is up. If they just completely ignore Magnum and all the flankers, they go in together. They get that wall up, they get the defuse.
Uh-oh. Well, Magnum's down. And now the defuse, can they make it cleanly to site? There's still a couple of threats on the way. Tomasi being in market, gonna see them for the first. Nat's still gonna be slowly creeping closer. The paranoia goes in. Nats wants to try and make that pressure start feeling a little more. But they gotta start taking towards the side here. They're gonna be running low on time.
The wall.
Narrate's taken down Enzo. Wall removed. Tomasi follows up towards Nats. Yampi and Mystic on the clear back through. Tomasi has to keep a grip on this one. Both players are by market here. Oh my god. Wait. No, not like this! Not like this! KC shattered the reload on the pistol. Martin is gonna be gutted with that.
These are the situations where KC really need to be able to convert those types of rounds. They have everything going for them. They have Magnum in the back lines. Team Liquid afraid to progress onto the site. Can't even go for that retake while these players are alive. Magnum overextends maybe. If he's alive, he's pressure. He goes down. Team Liquid start running in. They lose that Sage wall. Doesn't matter. They trade out all the kills out market.
Yes!
And it's not planned for market.
Oh dear. If you thought it all was all over, it might just be now. It's going to be whatever they can buy for KC. Bulldogs, Stingers, odds and ends. Sheriff coming out for Magnum. On the other side, I mean, you've got a Guardian, a Bulldog, a little bit better.
Right.
But 11 rounds is just such a big weight to stare up against, and it's already a mid-walk from KC.
These players, they don't have a Cypher or a Killjoy to really lock down that top middle position. They have to invest their bodies there. Enzo.
Oh, wow, the follow-up as well. He did so well to get the damage on Shin. Now it makes light work for Yampi. Natson thrives. Magnum just gets a catch in the heel. It ain't enough. It's 12. They look decimated here. Team Liquid, brand new lease of life.
The way that Liquid is set up.
Look at them.
Yeah, no, they're happy about it. KC, I'm not sure they...
Nope.
Stone-faced. The way that Team Liquid's set up there, though, they have the perfect pivots. You know, we're watching Yampi. He's positioned perfectly to get over to market and back Enzo up. Everyone's in a position to help each other. KC, they're going to need to split up the
let's
map,
make the game a
but they
little
don't
bit
have
longer. I
a
need 10
comp
more
to
so I
really
can
split it
save
up.
50 euros, please.
Oh, no.
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 Don't you dare.
That's BM.
Mystic. Okay, careful. Oh, Kiko not clean with it
Okay.
at all. KC with a little bit of an opportunity, an opening. Enzo might stop this before it starts, though. His timing.
They have
He wants it.
so many rounds. They can take these
He can,
risks.
he
They
can.
can take these chances.
And they have no idea. He's got the perfect timing to do this to him. Yeah, that's it. That could be the first
Imagine
nail
just
in the coffin.
walls them in there.
Could do. Have fun, boys. He's just kind of prowling back out as well. Spikey is locked in towards that elbow position. It's going nowhere else.
This rotation is going to take a really long time to happen. If they wait for it, which they might be doing, I don't know if Tomazi's going to find that value.
It's a lot of weight on his shoulders, isn't it? Could you tell?
Last player
Oh, it's
down,
capitulated, hasn't it? It's all gone.
And
Completely
the wall.
wrong. Wall's there. Tomasi,
30 seconds left.
time to face the music. When it's all said and done, Team Liquid here.
And that wrap as well from Enzo to... Man, this is so disrespectful.
Let him have it.
Is he going to go for the knife, though? That's the question. Cleans it up, closes it out.
13-2.